Camel Wides. I never had these before. These are good. I would recommend them. Everything I'm going to say in this video has probably already been said, but I think the more people that say it, the better we'll be. I'm pretty worried every day as I wake up and I hear the next insane thing that's been said by a McCain supporter. Not all McCain supporters. A lot of McCain supporters are just... I think a lot of you are just true conservatives that are confused and you don't realize that your party has turned their back on you. I mean, it's pretty obvious as they fucking blacklisted the only fucking real conservative on their entire... in the entire party that was running for president this year. Ron Paul, the only conservative, not a libertarian, a fucking conservative. We need, right now, as a people, both supporters of Barack Obama, supporters of McCain, supporters of the Libertarian candidate, everybody, anybody, Americans, we need to stand up right now and put an end to this insanity, this hate speech that is going unchecked in this campaign. The only people that have tried to... McCain did his little limp-dicked attempt to say, oh no, I respect him or whatever, but he has not really condemned them. He should have stood up and said, no, this is wrong. But he didn't. It's very important that we all get together and we can all agree on this one point. That we cannot afford to see this country fall into a cesspool of violence created by racism and this insane nationalism that has led us to believe that anybody that doesn't look just like your standard white person must be a fucking foreigner. And I know that what they're saying is that Obama is a terrorist and Obama isn't a true American. But what they're really trying to say is, don't vote for this nigger. That's what they're saying. And whether you don't like black people, or whether you don't give a shit, or whether you love black people, whatever, you need to realize that this kind of hate speech, at this point in time in our country's history, when we're all on such edge here. Over these last 8 years, we've been stressed, we've been frightened, we've seen our whole idea of how our country has been turned upside down. And they're dredging up this bullshit, this fucking racism. I thought that when a black man ran for president, maybe we would be able to be like, okay, he's black, whatever. Who gives a shit? But apparently not. People are frightened, not because they think he's a secret Muslim. That's bullshit. I don't think that's what they're really thinking. I think they're just using that to cover up what they truly think. They're thinking, I cannot let this nigger sit in the White House. And that kind of thinking leads us down a very, very dangerous path. Because for every person who shrugs off this hate speech as just a couple of nuts saying one thing or another, there's another guy sitting in his basement somewhere listening to all of this, stewing it through his brain about how he doesn't want a nigger running the country. He can't have some fucking nigger up in the White House. He can't have that. And he's got his rifle, or he's got his pistol, and he's shining them, and he's waiting for this nigger to come through his town on a campaign thing. And when he does, he's going to take a shot at him. And people if something happens to Barack Obama, I don't want to be here if something happens to Barack Obama. I don't think people are fully realizing what the consequences of their hate speech is. Can you imagine the level of violence, the riots that would break out if something happened to that man? Because a couple of people don't want somebody with darker pigment in the White House? Because that's really what it is. You need to speak up. Whether you support, I don't care. Vote for McCain. Even though I think it's stupid, but it's your right. Fucking vote for McCain. Vote for Obama. Vote for whoever the fuck you want. But when you're somewhere, you're outside, you're in class, you're at work, you're out getting some dinner, you're on YouTube looking at videos, and you hear somebody start using this hate speech about Barack Obama, about how he's not a real American, he's a traitor, we should kill him, he's off with his head. Fucking say something. Don't just sit idly by and just shrug it off. Because out there somewhere right now, there is somebody taking that speech to heart. There's somebody who's willing to do something unthinkable. Because I don't think most people who are against Barack Obama want to see him killed, but some people do. And if somebody does something to him, we will be so fucked. And I lay the blame for this. It's totally unconscionable what these people are doing. And I see them do it on the news, and I hear about them when I'm outside, I'm at school, whatever. I hear them talking about it. And a lot of these cocksuckers on fucking YouTube, these fucking redneck, these racists that are just using this as an excuse to spew hate speech. They didn't give a fuck about politics before, but they found out they could use this as an excuse. Because most people don't want to fucking talk to a racist. Yeah, there's a few people, there's a lot of Nazis and KKK people on YouTube, but most people are against that. But if they cover up their shit and just brand it with politics instead of racism, they can get away with it. And that's what they're doing. They're taking advantage of that. They're going to throw us into turmoil that will make the riots in the 60s look like fucking nothing. I am very, very serious about this, people. It frightens me a lot, and it should concern you greatly. Greatly, what is going on right now. Even if McCain wins, Obama wins, it doesn't matter at this point. Because the genie is out of the fucking bottle. They know now that the years of them not being able to get away... Because these racists thought before that they could... Oh, my fucking battery's gonna die, losing dramatic effect. These racists always thought that they couldn't come out and say things in public. A couple of them did. There's always people that will. But for the most part, they kept it to themselves in their living rooms. But now, no matter which way this campaign goes, they know they can get away with doing it. They know it's okay to be racist against Arabs, and to be hateful against Muslims, and be hateful against anybody that has a funny-sounding name. But now, in the year 2008, they can get away with hating black people again, publicly, inciting violence against them, against a man who is not even fully black, you fucking idiots, you fucking stupid redneck pieces of shit, you people that would rather see this country thrown into turmoil than see somebody with a different skin color get to be the president, you selfish pieces of shit. It'll be okay again to hate black people publicly, along with hating the Muslims that has become the thing to do since the year 2001. And I've fucking had enough of it. Do something about it. Say something. Speak out. Don't let this bullshit go on.